Step up there. There you go. Now you're getting somewhere. Every chance you get, let your hand be loose on your horses. See if you can keep her at a trot. And then let her loose. There you go. Now this time, move way off to the left here. And get up there ahead of that horse. Keep going. Whoa. Now just sit there. Sit there. Sit there. Don't let her back up too much. I like the fact that she wanted to back up, but she was about to back up there and let that other horse go. I think you're really going to enjoy this. This is the first ride on this filly. This is not a typical first ride, I'm going to tell you that. You know, you're going to get to see the results of Jonathan spending, how many years have you been coming up here now?
I think 4.
He's been here a good while, coming and learning and how to implement the groundwork and the riding techniques. And he's done all the work on this filly himself. The only part I was involved with was the genetic side, and I'm proud to say that, you know, I did have involvement there. There's 2 of my horses in this filly's pedigree, and she's a really good representation of both of them, I believe. But you're going to get to see Jonathan get on her for the first time. We did it in a small area, and I think what Cindy asked me to comment on what I'm looking for, how would I know Jonathan would be safe to do more. And I'm just reading the horse, and if the horse's eye is pretty relaxed, if that horse is, if the posture is looks like it's in agreement, well then we can push the envelope just a little bit. And I think the reality of it is in the colt starting, and maybe with any riding, if we don't push the envelope a little bit when we can, they tend to find that they can just hang back there and they won't give you what they're capable of doing. But when we step them up out of their comfort zone a little bit, it puts you in the driver's seat, and then they start, you know, there's a moment there sometimes where they wonder if they can handle it, and then when they take a few steps in it, well, this ain't too bad. It's kind of that same feel when you learn how to ride that bicycle, and that thing is wrestling with you and trying to, you're about ready to fall, and all of a sudden, oh, there it is. I can do this. And what a feeling of accomplishment, you know, that's done. And that's what you've done, you know, with her really well, Jonathan. How has the experience been with her?
It's been amazing and awesome. And even though you might sell yourself short, I'm not going to. Because it's been not only years of working up here and being with you, but also the opportunities you allowed me to be a part of, right? As well as the fact you helped me find her and get her, obviously, as she said, your genetics. And then the books that you've helped me read and that you wrote and we went through, and then the online lessons that I was able to watch and to pick up on and to keep on. It made the process completely different. She's not the first horse that I've got the pleasure of putting a first ride on. But when you do that proper legwork and that groundwork and you start from the square one, it really does just change the outcome. Obviously with your genetics, both the Smoking Gun Johnny on the mama side and then One Brilliant Desire, who I absolutely love, on the other side. I mean, it's hard not to have something good come out of it, and obviously she has. But with that, she just steps up to the ask. And then, again, as you were teaching me this even today, just continually reading, broaden your eyesight. Don't focus on just one point, but watch all of her, right? Take all of her in and try to read and adjust your pressures at those point in times. And like through that groundwork, it's just been phenomenal at how quickly she picks up and how much she wants to seek that rest spot, that in between.
Now that you've ridden her, are you going to still help me with the rest of them?
Every day, buddy. You can't keep me out of this barn. Because as I'm sure, even behind that screen, there's a cowboy who started hundreds of horses. They still watch this video, and because no first ride is ever the same.
No, that's right.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always exciting, and even when it goes as amazing as she just did for us, it's fun to be a part of and fun to watch.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for being with us, and thank you for bringing her up and letting us be a part of the experience, Jonathan. We really appreciate it. You know, if you like what we're doing, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, and we sure like having you with us. And I especially like the comments the kind comments that you all are putting on there. I really like them. You know, the rest of them I just look at, you know, that's part of it too. But most of you are very kind, and I appreciate that, and I do my best to respond to you in person. So And in fact, there's nobody else responding for me. So if you get a response, you know it's from me. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And hit that subscribe button. All right. Well, just this will be the first time Jonathan's got on her. So I'd shorten that lead rope up quite a bit there, where you've got her head coming around to you a little bit.
Okay.
And then why don't you move her around where you've got the ground working for you. We've got an incline here, so you don't want to be on the downhill side. Right there. Now then you can just put your left foot in the stirrup there and just go up. You know, don't get on, just see if you can let her feel a little weight, because it's just going to be a different experience for her. She might not be too keen on it. See if she'll let you put a little weight on her there. Just hang there a little bit. Now step down. And then turn her completely around the other way and do the same thing on this side. Awkward on that side, ain't it?
Yes, sir, it is.
She actually handled it better than she did on this side, but because of what you did on this side first is why. I think I'd go ahead and step down. Is the saddle tight enough?
I'm going to try and check those cinches one more time. I think so.
Okay, so bring her nose around to you just a little bit more. There, like that. As long as she's got that kind of shape, you know, she's going to be more apt to be cooperative with you in the getting on process. So go ahead and get on this time. Try to keep her looking to the left. Now I want you to step off. Well, if she moves, go with it. Now I'd step off. Now reposition her and come around again. Let's do it again.
Same side or opposite side?
I'd do it on the near side here. Move her front end over. There you go. Now go ahead and just reach for that stirrup like she's broke. And step right on. Now then, just look around to the left and just apply just a little bit of left leg, which is what you've been doing here on the ground with your groundwork. Same exact feel that she felt on the ground, she's feeling right now. It's why she let you move those feet. Now just sit there and don't worry about it. She gave you that step, that's perfect. If you can get one to untrack behind like that first, like she did, you know, she's telling you that she is in a pretty good frame of mind. If they're going to do something stupid, they'll be braced behind, and they won't do what she just did. So you can take a deep breath now and relax. Sit up there and move around up there on her a little bit. Don't sit quite so still. Move around up there. Let her experience that saddle moving. Let her hear that saddle. Keep her nose around though. Don't let her look back around this way. There you go, like that. Perfect. Now ask for another step. Put your left leg on. Cluck to her a little bit. There you go. There you go. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Just keep going around there. I would. You can do what you want to do, but for me, I'd keep my right hand on that saddle horn, just in case. You know, sometimes those sudden jumps come from out of nowhere, and it's too late to grab then. But if you, now then, see if you can use both legs a little bit and loosen up on her head. And that we're just wanting to step forward, but bring her around to the left just a little bit. Now loosen up on her head. There you go. Let her go. If you let a little more lead rope out of your hand where you can reach back behind yourself, I want you to keep most of the rope. I want you to have the tail of the rope so you can use it here. We're gonna use it back there on her left rump. There you go. Now just flick it back there at that left rump. Let her feel that. Stay steady with it. Stay steady. Just go with it. Go with it. Now quit when she's walking around. Be still. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Let her be. Stay out of her face. You can pull on her there now if you want to. Very good. Go with it. Squeeze on her. Get out of her. When she gives you her feet, just quit squeezing on her. Now then you can get a little more bubble in that rope going to her head and start swinging it just a little bit and just swing it right out in front of her. You know what I mean by bubble? You don't have enough slack in the rope. You gotta get enough slack that you're gonna clear her head when you send it out around her. Now send it out around her right there. That's that end so it don't. Worked out fine there. Usually better to do that while they're moving, but it worked out all right. And look back there. Now you're gonna go back to this hip. Just keep going. Keep moving around there. Very nice. Send her back across the right and then toss it over her head and go left again. There you go, while she's moving. Just try to do that before she stops. Now pull her around. Now she's following the feel, see? She felt that rope come on that side and she went with it. So when she comes across the pin to the left here, be ready to toss it over her head. Keep her moving. Get her moving. She don't need to stop and do that. Now toss it over her head. Perfect. Now look around there. Yeah. Now create a little rhythm and a little feel while you're doing that. Stay alive up there on her. Stay alive up there. Stay alive. There you go. Send her on around. Pull on it. Pull on it. Didn't drop down over her nose, but that's all right. Become a little more involved. Reach all the way back with your right hand and put it on her rump. Keep it there. Pet her. Now come off of her rump, toss it over her head and go the other direction. Reach back and touch her rump on the other side. Very good. Just do this, Jonathan. I'll open this gate. And you can walk in here and turn a circle and then walk right back out there and just keep coming in and out of here. I'm gonna You're just gonna go there and then come right back out. Perfect. Now this rider. Look around there. Them kind of spoil you.
No, she doesn't want to be in there.
Alright, just stay hooked with her right there like that. Just keep riding around. I'm gonna shut the gate. And ride her in here. Just keep riding around like that a little bit. When you feel like that she is doing everything you want her to do, if you want to ask for a little trot, go ahead and ask for a trot. We don't want to scare her, but toss it over her head right there, Jonathan, and change direction. Don't try to neck rein her. Too early for that. Toss it over her head right there. See, I like to pick a place where that fence is there to help me if I need it when I make that transition, see? Can't ask for any better. I think it would help you and her both while you're walking around like that if you'll just pet on her neck and then pet on her rump at the same time while she's walking. Now toss that rope on the other side. Don't turn though. If she turns, that's all right. She's following the field. Now going down that fence, see if you can get a trot. If you need to, you got the fence, you turn her right into the fence. Pet her. It's all right. Ask for it again. Turn her into the fence. Go. Keep going. Toss it over her head while you're going. There you go. Send her. Send her. Stay alive on her. Doesn't matter where she goes, Jonathan, just ride her. Take the end of that rope and start swinging it around like if you was going to rope. Just sideways like that. Don't be in a hurry. Just swing it around gently, and then once in a while let it stop while you're touching her. You see what I mean? Just let it lay on her. There you go. And then pick it up and then just toss it around. While you're doing that, go ahead and see if you can get her to trot. Your movement up there with the rope is going to help you. It's going to help her not to be afraid of you. Keep going. I wouldn't bang on her too much with that rope, but just move that rope around. Perfect. Go with it. Doing just fine, Jonathan. Stay with it. Keep that rope moving. See if you can keep that flow going. Keep that flow going. Same thing you were doing on the ground. Stay hooked with it. Doing just fine. Let her have a little more lead rope out of your left hand. There you go. Now toss that rope over her head. Now bring her around to the other direction. Let's see if we can get that nice trot working that way. Ask for her to go. Keep her feet going. It's all right if she wants to keep going around there. Just stay alive. Stay alive. Ride her. Mainly inside, mainly right leg there in that circle. Just keep her going. Send her on around. Now toss it over her head. There you go. Now you can pick up your trot this way. Keep going. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Keep going. Keep going. Do enough to get her going. Get to her feet. Yeah, pet her. You feel her start to slow down, come alive up there on her. Now just relax your legs and sit on her. Relax, breathe, let a big air out. If she stops, let her stop. You quit riding, see, so she then was able to quit moving. Doing a good job, Jonathan. Saddle feels secure.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty doggone good first ride. I think if we call it quits, there would be a really good place to. Good job.
Thanks, sir. Good horse.